My name is Kyle Overstreet, and this is my Muddiest Points presentation for Unit 7, FED 501, Alabama A&M. One of my muddiest points was the teacher-student relationship and how it is being affected by technology. Technology has greatly decreased the actual need for teachers over time, especially in the last 10 years. Uh, Computers, iPads, tablets, cell phones, those type of things are becoming implemented in classrooms in regards to courses, grades, instruction, that type of thing. I think teachers are called upon in some situations to only organize a classroom to take an online course. It limits their opportunity to actually instruct and teach problem solving skills that are necessary in life. Um, Another negative to technology being used so much is the limited human interaction. I think students are developing less people skills, and I think that sometimes students feel stuck when they don't know what to do in regards to how to solve problems when somebody's only available by email or text message and not a face-to-face meeting. I think it definitely hinders a student's ability later in life too. Things like job interviews, crowds, groups, presentations, that type of thing. I think it can be overwhelming for somebody who's never been in that situation and has been staring at a computer screen for 15 years to get through school. So I think that technology has hindered the teacher-student relationship in those ways. Also, I think that technology makes teachers expendable. If we keep going at this rate, eventually, teachers won't be needed. There'll just be a screen in front of every classroom. I guess teachers would be needed to instruct within the online courses, but classroom teachers would kind of be phased out. Um, and I think that, like I said earlier, students are really faced with issues when they get stuck on things and stressed out about stuff, and they don't know who to turn to or contact because they don't know their teacher at all. All they know is what's on their computer screen. There's no uh, emotion or positive reinforcement, that type of stuff for doing things right, or somebody saying that isn't correct. Uh, no motivation to keep going. I mean, people need these things in lives, and you can't get that stuff from a computer or a tablet or an iPhone. I think that technology can be used in a healthy manner for school, but I just don't think that the path we're on right now is the best one. Another muddy point for me would be the Common Core standards. They're obviously demanding and rigorous standards for students, but they're also demanding for teachers. It increases the time that they need to prepare and implement lesson plans. Many teachers are forced to do this without any aid or student aids due to budget cuts. Teachers are harshly graded by their class's overall grades, and one or two students can bring that down and not really show how effective a teacher is in what they're doing. The scores can kind of be muddied themselves and not actually indicate the teacher's abilities. Um, it definitely puts teachers at a disadvantage. Also, with the Common Core standards, these teacher certifications are being raised, obviously, or they're more rigorous themselves. Yet technology is replacing a lot of us within the classroom. It doesn't seem to make sense when you look at it from a career standpoint. I think it could get in the way of some people actually pursuing being a teacher because, okay, I've got to complete all this stuff, and then at the end of the day, I don't get paid that much, and I don't really get to do what I love. I pretty much sit there and hit go or the green button on the computer. I think that it's just kind of people will look at it in the future and be like, that's just not something that's rewarding in life. Another thing is these, Common Core standards require more homework and more dedication from the students, but some students don't have as much help at home as others. Every student has their own situation. They may have a single parent, or both parents may work at night. And with technology, you can obviously get in touch with, other students or teachers, but who knows if they're there and available for you. And I think it just, can kind of put some students in a bad situation. And the last thing on the Common Core standards is obviously it's going to cost money to improve the schools, and I agree that we should always improve the schools as much as we can, but most of these schools are already in a pretty significant bind in regards to their budget, and trying to find a way to increase the standards is good, but also trying to find a way to increase the budgets so that schools are making money and students and teachers are actually enjoying their time there, I think is the best thing for the future of education. Thank you for watching my presentation.